Hi, my name is Bart Mearshart with Esco Artwork, and we're here today with Matt Walsh at DDOGMA in Santa Fe, California.
My name is Matt Walsh. I'm the co-owner of DDOGMA with my partner Paul Mulcahy, and handle the sales side of the business. And I'm here to talk a little bit about Esco, the automation and the workflow, and how it helps DDOGMA. We started in 2003. It was just my partner Paul and myself. Just the two of us, and we bought an Indigo. Coming from the conventional world, Hewlett-Packard was kind of surprised. They're used to larger companies bringing them one into their flexible environment. Well, we hit the ground running. We had referrals and things and started business that way. We kicked out a good product, and the referrals kept coming in, and sales was never much of an issue. And it's always been about how we can become more efficient. Because when you're running digital labels, you're running smaller quantity, smaller volume orders. And if you have a small $250 order, you can't have 10 phone calls and 10 emails and back and forth on proofing. You have to automate the front end on the sales side, as well as the workflow through pre-press, as well as the production once it gets to press, through converting and through finishing and so forth. Well, Esco is the most relevant, the most innovative. It creates the greatest partnership for us. There was really nothing like it. And again, speaking back to our efficiency, we could see that it would be a workflow that would greatly enhance what we're doing and speed up each process, especially as we are growing. And we can't afford to spend so much time on each job. We have to automate our processes. Knowing the label tracks as we did, and knowing how specific it is to our industry, it was kind of a no-brainer. And then with Esco and Esco's familiarity with the Indigo, as well as familiarity with the label track system, that was kind of a no-brainer as well.
Pre-press can easily become a bottleneck situation in trying to feed the beast, as you mentioned it. How did you overcome that?
But the key is to take that data that we have in this MIS system and then use this workflow from Esco and do it in an automated fashion where essentially when the customer gets a proof from us, it's press ready. The JDF and workflow is really where it's at, and I think that's really where technology is moving. Sure, we have all the data now, but how can we make it flow properly, make it flow efficiently and with less error? And so by having the Esco workflow, we're able to do all of this through an automated workflow without very much human intervention, creating more speed and far less errors.
What information is sent between label tracks and Esco Artwork?
Customer data, obviously die data, gaps, step and repeat, as we mentioned before. Really, label tracks has a lot of data in there that we can pull from. What's nice about Esco, though, we pull the specific data that's relevant to that job and no more.
To automate.
To automate this process, correct.
Quality control is a very important part of a business process. What Esco Artwork tools are you currently using to accomplish that?
Using Pilot. So in the past, maybe you would have to go to your art department and say, what is the size of this file? What are the color of makeup? And you're going back and forth, again, human communication, going back and forth trying to figure out an answer to a relatively easy question. Sizing. There's a lot of power inside of that. We can compare labels. We can take one label, compare it to the next, all within the framework of Esco. With the tools in Esco now, a relatively untrained person can look at an art file and come up with the answers themselves.
Systems break down, errors occur, that's life, right? How do you feel Esco Artwork customer service has been responsive or helped you out in case of such events?
Excellent. We always have excellent follow-up. Esco attacks the problem until it's fixed. It's pretty much now a given that you better get in the game with a company like Esco, because you're going to have those automation, you have to have those workflows to stay above the competition or even stay with the competition, because it's not going to slow down, it's going to speed up. And Esco is the best we have right now. We can actually learn from Esco because we see the workflows and how easy it is to develop them within Esco. It makes you think about all the other processes in your business.
Well, thank you again, Matt, for spending the time together with us today here. Thank you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.